Cricket from the Coat Hangers, and you're listening to Drop the Mic.
Look at Nag, he's a fuck up any nigga steps in the
What you doing? Where you at? Y'all right here. Taste of that motherfucking chronic, kid.
Welcome back to our podcast. We're your hosts for the evening, Diego Luna, James Warney, Admiral Atlas, DJ Norris, and I, Wesley the Swan Swanson. This is episode 165, Dead End Youth, and the focus for this episode will be Larry Clark's controversial 90s film, Kids. But first, we have our usual pop culture news fronted by our own man in Amsterdam, Mr. James Warney.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
Taika Waititi, the guy who did Thor Ragnarok, directed it. He is confirmed to write and direct a new Star Wars film that is coming to Disney.
Yeah, that was part of my news.
So this guy, I really love him as a director. I still haven't seen Jojo Rabbit.
Great movie,
but I know it's good. Everything else he's been in or been attached to has been, at least to me, a huge success. So I think
is Jojo Rabbit amazing. Is Jojo Rabbit that Hitler movie or
the youth movie? The youth one.
Okay, yeah, I saw a little bit about that movie. It's pretty funny, right? Like a comedy or something or whatever. And he did that movie.
Yeah,
and he stars in it. Yeah,
he plays Hitler from I think it's like the imaginary Hitler. From a little boy's perspective.
I really liked Thor Ragnarok. I thought that shit was pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, I think that's what actually put Thor back into my top heroes, I guess, in that universe. Yeah. After the Dark World was kind of lame, and then
yep,
he got that was kind of like a revival for his character, and it was a breath of fresh air in that sense.
Because I saw a post about this too as part of my news, but I had a question. Do you know if it's going to be part of anything that's current, or is it going to be something completely new that he's going to write and just start? I
know with all the Star Wars movies coming out after this last one that just happened, they're all supposed to take place away from anything that has to do with the Skywalker saga.
Okay.
So all the characters that we know as of right now, they probably won't be. They might be referenced or something in other movies, but you're not going to see them again. A lot of this stuff's going to take place on other parts of the galaxy.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Give us something new.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Bad Boys for Life director would like to direct Blade or Deadpool. I thought that was pretty interesting. I haven't seen Bad Boys for Life, so I don't know if it's good or not. I heard some pretty good stuff about it, I guess. But I don't know. How do you feel about that? Do we already have a director for Blade, the series? Wes, do you know?
I don't think so.
Just the main actor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly think it's time for a Blade reboot without Wesley. But I feel like Wesley should pass the torch, dude. He should let it go already.
They're doing a Blade. I think it's a series for Disney Plus, and it's
for Disney Plus. Wow.
What's that guy's name? I don't. He was in Moonlight.
Mahershala Ali.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, that dude's a beast.
Luke Cage, the first villain in Luke Cage, correct?
Luke Cage, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Cottonmouth.
He gets killed off, right? In the third episode.
Spoiler.
The best part of that show.
Yeah, his character arc is so short, and I hate how he died so fast. To set up for the worst villain at the end of a series. What else do we got here? So I guess I think her name is Kirstie Clemens. She's an actress. She was supposed to be playing Iris West for Ezra Miller's The Flash film, but it looks like they actually might be stepping away from her because she has not been, I guess her contract was up to re-sign for this new movie, and they haven't come to her to sign her up again. So it looks like they might be going a different direction. She was in some. She was in the Snyder Cut. There's stills and stuff of her and Ezra interacting in the Justice League movie, but they cut those out because of time and everything.
Are they still going through with all that stuff?
As of right now, the Ezra Miller's still attached to the film. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard anything like about him being because of what happened, or the Flash thing where he slammed that person at the bar or whatever.
Yeah, that was like it was crazy because it was a huge thing for like 24 hours, and then nobody talked about it anymore. And then
it was like old news.
Yeah, and then no charges were brought, and then that made a lot of people think that he either paid the person off to not press charges, or the whole thing was fake and it was just taken out of context, or.
That was like over a month ago because it was on April Fool's, right? It was on April 1st?
Yeah, it was on April 1st.
That's crazy.
As of right now, he's still attached to it, so I don't know. They haven't, Warner Brothers or himself hasn't said anything about the altercation or anything, so who knows. And then my last bit of news, actually one more piece. I don't know if you guys saw the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
It looks pretty epic. I do recommend you guys check it out if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed. It takes place during the era of the Vikings, so pretty interesting. Check that out.
Nice.
And then I don't know how Vikings and stealth go together, because assassins are supposed to be.
They might not even make it even stealth. It's just like warriors that might go at it. I don't know.
I could see that.
It's going to be a little different, yeah.
So you've seen it then, right?
I haven't seen it, but that's just my gist of how the game's going to go, because I played a game before. So,
Yeah. What else do I got? My last bit of news, it looks like New Mutants might be going straight to Amazon Prime Video for pre-order. Right now, that's a few articles popped up on my feed, and I tried doing some research on them, and I actually looked to pre-order. I couldn't find the pre-order.
A buddy of mine, he sent me the screenshot for it, but maybe he got that from somewhere else. I assumed it was on Prime already, but maybe not.
Yeah, I tried looking for it and searching. I couldn't find it, but maybe it's just my app is not updated or something. I don't know.
It's officially been released on Amazon, you said?
Not yet. It looks like it's going up for pre-order for Amazon or Prime Video. And it looks like, from what people are saying, is I guess Disney's dumping it on Amazon Prime because they don't think it's worthy of putting it out there.
Nice. Thank you, Disney.
No,
yeah, I think that kind of sucks because I was excited for this movie to come out, and then it's been pushed back for over a year, and then
longer than that. It's almost like 3 years now.
Yeah. It's supposed to come out like 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've been talking. I think this is probably the longest movie we've ever talked about
that hasn't come out yet.
That's supposed to come out and it hasn't yet. Yeah.
They should name it Old Mutants.
Yeah.
Old Mutants.
It's funny because there's a lot of controversy with when they ask some of the cast members, they're like, "Well, what do you think's going to happen?" They're like, "I don't know, like whatever." So I think they're over it. They've done tons of reshoots for this because at first it was too dark, and then they wanted it a little lighter. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's it.
So Paramount kind of released a statement earlier, or not earlier, but earlier this week about how they're going to start rebooting, or they already started kind of rebooting the Transformers franchise. And I know Snake Eyes is in production for G.I. Joe for a post, but they're actually doing a new Ninja Turtles, which we already talked about, but I guess the trilogy that's going to have that the Transformers are going to have is actually going to be an animated movie that's going to be release in theaters. So that'd be the second movie, and then the third movie will be Beast Wars. And I know they're trying to do a trilogy for G.I. Joe as well, and the Ninja Turtles, of course, are going to be rebooted because of complaints from fans. And if we know anything about Paramount, they're now listening to fans with the success of Sonic.
Yeah. Sheesh.
That's kind of weird. I'm surprised that they're going the animated version for the Transformers movies.
Same here.
I personally am probably not going to see it in theaters. I'm not going to waste my money to go see an animated movie.
I guess the storyline is that they're actually going to go back to Cybertron. So
I'd rather see it the way how they restarted it already with Bumblebee, and then how they're supposed to be doing a Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
You want to see the Mark Wahlberg version of him, or what?
No, the John Cena one.
John Cena.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. I have a question though. Hey, James, do you like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I love that. Yeah.
What if they did it like more like that, where it was just like random animation and stuff?
I don't know. To me, I'm not so much attached to Transformers into where I want to go see an animated movie of it. Like Spider-Man, I went to go see it because it's Spider-Man, and that was a new thing we were trying to do for every year on. I think it was New Year's when we went to go see it, New Year's Day or night.
Yeah.
But that's the reason we went to go see it, because we just want to be a family and watch that together. But that was pretty cool. But I think. I don't know. I'm not feeling the animated Transformers movies. To me, it's hard to get attached to something that's not real now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Wes? Because I know you said something about like, what would you be down for an animated movie about the Transformers?
Wes like Bumblebee, right?
Yeah, I like Bumblebee, and I like the 80s, like the 80s Transformers, like the cartoons already. Like, that's where it started for me. So, I mean, it could be cool. I love the Cybertron video game they did a few years back. That was solid. I think, I don't know about, like, it would be a 50-50 if I went to go see it in the theater. It seems weird to me that they would do that as a theatrical release. I agree with James on that front. Like, maybe it doesn't necessarily belong in the theater, but it's weird. I haven't heard anything about that. That's some solid news, though, Diego.
I don't think I would still see it, but I wouldn't see it in theaters. I wouldn't waste money on that. Even though it's like, I waste money on fucking Pixar movies, and that's animated movies, and those I'm like, ugh.
But those are super dope, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pixar movies are good, dude.
Yeah, but I do you guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, and I'd also think that generation that grew up with Transformers at that stage are kind of getting older. Mm-hmm. So I think for me, the right move would be just to go into Beast Wars already, because I feel like that's the market they should start hitting now, because everybody that used to watch Beast Wars is like now in their 30s, and
that's
now
what I remember watching.
Itching for a version, because a lot of these people, they didn't grow up back in 2007. Having a Transformers movie was super cool, because everybody grew up with Transformers was around that age, around 30, like to their mid 20s and stuff. Yeah. So now that I think they should move away from the Transformers franchise, it just kind of rebooted with Beast Wars, which I think they have way better storylines that they do in Transformers,
right?
And the original ones, Generation 1. I think Generation 2, Beast Wars, has a lot more darker tones than everything. But that's just me. I mean,
they could gain a lot of new fans with like the new generation wanting to watch actual cartoons. So it's just a cycle of those guys that are like in their 30s with little children, and maybe that's how they would want to introduce them.
Creating a new market for the new generation.
Yeah, with cartoons, because I mean, a lot of kids love cartoons, especially stuff that is old to us but new to them. I mean, there's been times where I've seen little kids now that are all about cartoons, and I'm like, oh, that's old, and they're like, no, that's new. And I'm like, no, G.I. Joes are old, dude.
Yeah.
Like